100 minus 7.
Jules, blank, you know the vibe. Jules, ride with me, whoa, whoa. Jules, I got the 100 minus 7 flow. Super wavy, shorties love the way my water flow. Planting money trees, I just let the paper grow. When tsunami, ocean 100 minus 7 flow. I got the 100 minus 7 flow. Super wavy, shorties love the way my water flow. Planting money trees, I just let the paper grow. When tsunami, ocean 100 minus 7 flow. I got the flow on lock, mad bitches to pop. Pop out with that shit on niggas hating a lot. Yo, welcome to Source of Nova TV. 100 minus 7 flows, and tonight we got a special episode. You heard? Now a lot of people not gonna like this. There's a lot of hip hop heads that's gonna be like, "Yo, this nigga bugging." But yo, tonight we got another old school debate with OGDC. You heard? And tonight we got KRS-One. You already know, the legendary MC versus none other than Lottie Slick Rick. So tonight's debate is, who y'all think is better? Like who y'all got? Slick or KRS-One? Now it was a long debate. We was really talking about this for a minute, you heard? Because I had to really think about this shit. I'm like, yo, I rock with KRS-One as far as bars and as far as being like a real MC. And you know, he definitely got the hits and shit too. Now we can't forget about, you know, The Bridge Is Over, South Bronx, you know, BDP, Boogie Down Production, all that type shit, you heard? But then Slick Rick. Now me, I'm about the bars, but me, I'm about the, you know, the impact that you have too, you heard? Cause like, yo, now both of them, they both well skilled at what they can do. Now Slick is like the master storyteller. KRS-One is like, yo, it come to a battle, any sucker MC, you know, I'm slaying them and shit like that. Like, you know, like original underground shit, right? And I get all that, right? I understand that. But Slick, he's good at what he does too. Now legendary tracks with Slick, Hey Young World, you know, and so many other tracks that he dropped, man. And I got the list right here. Actually, I'm gonna go into the book, you heard? Give me 1 second, cause off the rip with the children's story, you know, that beat alone, like that's just a legendary hip hop track. So me, I'm about the wave, man. I like the sauce. I feel like Slick was just a little bit more wavier. Like his tracks was just like, yo, I don't know, man. Like I could really bump those in the whip and just have a vibe, put that shit on, you know. And I feel like his shit is more for it wasn't directed to the ladies, but he had that wave. And definitely another thing, you know, what I pay attention to is, you know, I like the videos, man. Like how Michael Jackson, he always had good videos. The videos mean something, you know. You definitely gotta present, you know, your product well, man. That's how it sells. And with Slick, man, he just had that. He had that wave. He had that sauce. But KRS-One, he had those balls. Now, as far as track wise, I feel like I enjoy Slick Rick tracks more. So I feel like he had better songs. But then KRS-One, he could just battle anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he had, you know, KRS, his vocabulary, his knowledge, and all that. And Slick got lines too. But as far as the bars and metaphors, I get out to KRS-One. But as far as tracks, songs, wave overall as a whole, I'm gonna have to rock with Slick Rick. Yo, I'm gonna have to go with the wave, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna talk to OGDC and get his opinion and see who we got. So me, if I had to choose, I'm rocking with Slick Rick. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Because we gonna look at these songs. Hold on, 1 second. So, you know, KRS-One with the sound of the police. Yeah, MCs act like they don't know. Cause you know when that shit drop, now KRS-One, he can rock the crowd like on some battle rap shit. And then Slick just have you just vibe and just, you know what I mean? Just feeling feeling like that nigga. But KRS-One is kind of like he got that dog, man. You know, when he spinning on the mic, you know what I'm saying? He freestyling, he doing everything. It's like Master Card. Now, lastly, I'm gonna say KRS-One, better MC, Slick Rick, better artist overall. Shit like that. But Slick Rick's track, you know, you got the Teenage Love, and then the shit that Lottie Dottie, you know, that shit, you know, the roll is back. Come on, y'all. I mean, and the list goes on. I'm not even gonna go too far into the book, yo. I said enough, but we gonna get OGDC's opinion, right?
Yo, welcome to Source Nova TV, 100 minus 7 flows. And tonight we're talking with OGDC about Slick Rick versus KRS-One. Now, OG, I gotta ask you, if you're on an 8-hour flight and the only thing you can listen to is Slick Rick or KRS-One, who you choosing? And who you feel is better? Who's nice? Who's really that guy to you? You know what I mean?
Well, to be completely honest, if I got to be on a how long flight, a 6 hour, 8 hour flight, then it's going to be KRS-One for sure.
Oh, you rocking with KRS-One?
The history, everything.
Okay.
But on the other side, if I want to be entertained, you know, in a different way, the bangers, the 4 bangers that Slick Rick put out there in the 80s, that just brings back all your memories, man. High school, wherever you were in the 80s, the 84, 83, stuff like that. So, you know, and it's still good today.
Word. So overall, if you had to make a pick, like yo, if who's better, Slick Rick or KRS-One? I see you said if you're on the flight, you listen to KRS-One. But if you have to choose, like who's overall nicer overall, you know, who you rocking with, Slick or KRS-One?
That's a hard one to call, man. Slick went to jail, man, for like 3-4 years, and then came back out, so on and so forth, man. So in his time.
Okay, let's just talk about the '80s. We sticking with the '80s.
With the '80s.
So last time we talked about LL versus Kool D. So we're gonna stick with the '80s edition this time, right now.
All right.
So let's go off of their '80s track history, and off the '80s track history, are you putting the bridges over, and are you putting the South Bronx? Are you are you putting what's the other one, man? The one about the police. What's the one about the police? Or 9mm? Are you putting that over Hey Young World?
Come on now.
Or are you putting that over Children's Story?
Yeah, you working overtime trying to remember too, huh?
So, like, if you got to choose, because in the '80s, we just going off the '80s, we're not going the '90s.
Right. If we're in the '80s, yeah, Adi Dottie, Children's Story. What was the other one? Shoot.
Teenage Love.
Yeah.
And one thing I like was the videos too. I like how they put them.
Hey Young World. Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
It's a different vibe, because I feel like KRS-One more like battle rapper.
Right.
And Slick Rick hit me.
Yeah. But like, had he not gone to jail, I think he'd be right up there with KRS, just with the volume of work. Because he was capable of doing it. That's for sure.
Because I feel like KRS-One got more bars.
Yeah.
Like in punchlines. Because of course he's more like a battle rapper, true MC. But not saying that Slick not a true MC. Slick's just more of a fly, laid back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell this story to this smooth beat right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But people's rocking to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a different way they got the crowd rocking.
And his sound was different, man. His sound was different. And I didn't even know he was from England. So I didn't hear that in his songs. I didn't hear that in his lyrics. But you hear it now because it's so different than other dudes, especially in New York. Completely stands out to everybody else in New York.
So overall, if you make me a pick, is it Slick or KRS-One? I'm rocking with Slick. My decision is Slick.
Uh, I'm gonna give it to Slick. I'm gonna give it to Slick.
That's your final decision.
Because you know what? At the end of the day, I know more of Slick Rick songs than I do of KRS.
And I'm sure when he was in the whip with them ladies, you already they play that Slick.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
Becky, yo.
I hate to say it, but yeah, that's the truth right there.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie, OG. I like to get, I like the
yeah.
bars, but I like to get fly, man. You know what I'm saying? KRS One was just he was nice. He's just a little
Yeah.
too real for me. I was like, yo, put some shit on. But that's my personal
You are
preference,
ready to enlist?
word, man. You know what I'm saying? But,
Oh,
I
well,
want to rock it with the
you want to
Slim
go
Shady,
join
man.
the
OG,
army,
I ain't
man?
gonna lie. Like I still get them bars too.
Yeah,
But
you're
these things
radical.
can be done. And shit like that, OG.
There
We
you
gon'
go.
we gon' wrap it up, man.
All right,
Y'all
brother.
y'all know the vibes, yo. It's Saucing Over TV. It's your host OGDC. 100-7 Flowz. And we out, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, so as you can see, OGDC, he said he rocking with Slick Rick. And I feel like, that was a good opinion, like overall, I just feel like Slick, man. I'm rocking with Slick, man. But y'all can give y'all opinions. Let me know how y'all feel. But I rock with KRS-One if I need some bars. But if I need a song, I'm going with Slick. You heard? But yo, y'all know the vibes, man. Saucing Over TV, 100-7.